Hello everyone and welcome to the first layout process video using my homemade kit. If you want to see what I put in my kit and how I did it, I made a whole video series on that previous to this video, so go check those out. But for the start of this layout, I have this picture of me and my friends that we took, and I picked out this background paper which is from Basic Gray and it's some text, which is really pretty. And now I'm just looking through some of the cards I have. Most of this doesn't stay from at the beginning, just so you guys get a feel of how I go through my layouts. Most of this doesn't stay. I'm just trying to play around with it, but I'll make it work in the end. So I have a bunch of pink embellishments in this kit that I pulled out. So I'm going to go with like a pink and gold theme on this layout, which turns out really nice in the end. And I'm actually going to do a little bit of mixed media on this layout. So I have my gesso and some pink paint. And I'm going to mix those so I get a thicker pink paint, if you know what I mean. And then I also grabbed the stencil that I put in this kit, which is some triangles, and it's a dilution stencil. And I'll be using that to add some dimension on this page. So I'm just going to try to line it up to where I want it. And then I go at it. Now this is my second time using the stencil ever. And I have to say, I really like stenciling. It's really fun. What I don't like is cleaning up after I've used the stencil. I find cleaning stencils very, very hard. I don't know if it's just the mediums that I'm using because they just don't clean off as well, because if it was just paint, it would clean off pretty well, but I think that there's gesso in it. It's not really helping the situation any. So I'm done with that, and I'm going to put that off to the side to dry after I attempt to clean it with a baby wipe. This does not work. It is still dirty when I'm done. But that's okay. I'll wash it in the sink after. So I'm going to put this over to dry. Or not. Nope, yep, yes I am. So now I'm going to try to pick out a title. And I decide to use one of these Amy Tangerine gold script stickers that I got at Tuesday Morning for $1.50. So go check out your Tuesday mornings. Great deals on some stickers. And I'm going to decide on a title here. So I decide to use the Friends part of the script stickers. And now I'm using some of the embellishments that I put in my kit, including these clipboard cutouts from the Dear Lizzie 5th and Frolic line. So that one happens to say 4 on it, which I thought was perfect because there's 4 of us in the picture. And now I'm trying to figure out the rest of my title, as well as some background papers, because I definitely want to layer this onto another piece of paper before putting it on top of my stenciled piece. And I decided to go with this gray one, because it almost matched the back of the photo booth there, like the damask pattern, so I thought that was a nice touch. I'll just trim that down. This paper is by Color Walk, in case you're wondering. And now I'm going to play with the embellishment that's going to go on the left hand side. Oh yes, that washi tape. I forgot I had that washi tape. So I'm using this washi tape just as a little accent, even though you can't see it, but there's pink on that matched the dress in the photo as well. So that's a nice touch. So now I'm just trying to lay it out without actually having my background paper so that can dry off to the side, because I don't have my heat tool here at school, because those violate housing policy, so I can't have one. But while I wait for that to dry, I'm going to play around with my embellishments here. And always mix up your gold Heidi Swap color shine beforehand, because otherwise it won't glitter properly. And I hear that the gold one takes the longest to get the proper consistency of, at least I've heard. I don't have that many colors, so I don't really have much comparison, but apparently that's a thing. So I decided that I should put the drops on so they can dry as well, while I'm waiting for everything else to dry. So I thought that was a good idea. And now I'm going to put things on top of it, even though it's still wet. Like I said, I'm going to use this Friends part for my title, even though my camera died. But I got the Friends off of the sticker sheet, and I'm going to put those onto my layout here. And then I use these gold arrow-like things that came in the sheet. And those are going into the right hand corner. And I really don't have a title at this point, it just says friends, but now I've decided to use one of the stamps in my kit. This is a Heidi Swap stamp set, and I'm using the word celebrate in my Stays On ink, which I just got. Love Stays On now. Oh wait, what am I stamping? Oh, I'm stamping the Starburst. I forgot I did that down there. Well, I also stamped the word celebrate above friends, so I'll play around with that later. But it'll say celebrate friends. And then I stamp all of these Starbursts on there and they all get covered up. It was a poor choice. So I'm going to stamp celebrate like I said. And it comes out pretty. I usually don't stamp on my layouts, but that was one of my challenges with this kit, so I'm really happy that I got to stamp multiple times on this one layout. And then I even use this technique where you use twine or thread and then loop it around itself a few times. And then you lay it like so, like I just did, under a layer, and it looks really nice. I really like how the way that comes out. And then I have this cute little pennant flag from a basic gray kit. I really like the pinks in that as well. It's from the line called Fact and Fiction, I believe, which is actually a school-themed collection, if I'm not mistaken. But this pink was in there, so I'm mounting my photo on some foam squares because the toothpick and the thread just are kind of in the way. So I wanted to give it a little boost so it could slip under there. And then I wanted to use one rub-on from this basic gray kit. And so I picked the little woman-shaped restroom sign thing. And then I decided to rub it onto the background, which, in case you're wondering, yes, that's a white background. And you could still kind of see it when I was done. I kind of like the subtle look that it gives, but we'll see. And then you can kind of see it well on video. Better than I thought you could. So now I just have to glue everything down. This gold piece and this chipboard piece are from some Cane Company and some Dear Lizzie chipboard pieces. And that Project Life card is by Becky Higgins, Project Life brand. So I'm just going to glue everything down now. I don't even remember how I glue this down. Oh, I used some glossy accents to glue my twine down. I should have just used a stapler. It would have been easier, but that's okay. But after I get everything glued down, that's pretty much it, I believe. I do add some gold half pearls. They're from Michaels, as I always use. I have them in gold and silver, and I love them so much. So go check your Michaels because, well, mine were on clearance for 50 cents, but I know they have new colors in for $1.50. So those are a great deal. You get a lot on a sheet. And this is the end of my first layout of my homemade kit. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll have some close-ups down below.